The SKN Newsline Person of the Year for 2020 is businessman Ernest Amory. Mr. Amory, owner of the recently renamed Amory Bakery and CEO of Amory Enterprises, is a prominent businessman in St. Kitts and Nevis. He continued the tradition of his father, who too was a seasoned entrepreneur. But it's not his business acumen that we recognize Mr. Amory as our Person of the Year, but his selflessness in playing his part in assisting citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis during a very trying year. Mr. Amory rose to the occasion to offer free loaves of bread to consumers on designated shopping days in April during the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns.
Received 3 large loaves of bread along with 3 buns. We have Easter weekend coming up. I want to make sure that everyone has something to eat. Sometimes in this crisis we think about ourselves, but this time we need to think about others. So when you go to the supermarket and you have some change left back, look behind you, see who's behind you, give them the change. Even give the person who's bagging you your products a change. They too need to survive. And so I plea to all businesses to do what you can to assist. I plead to all citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis to lend a helping hand if you can.
Throughout the rest of the year, Mr. Amory offered free lunches at his deli on Liverpool Row. On his birthday on November 15th, he gave away 6,000 free lunches at Amory Bakery on Victoria Road. As a sign of his business prowess at the early part of the year, Mr. Amory unveiled the renaming of the storied Bastia Bakery from American Bakery to Amory Bakery. At a time when businesses across the Federation suffered losses from the effects of the pandemic, Mr. Amory continued his benevolence, offering buy one, get one free policy on some baked products for most of the year since the pandemic struck St. Kitts and Nevis. While some might consider this a good business move, in the eyes of many, it was a gracious act that has helped alleviate the pressure on consumers during a difficult and trying year. For these reasons, SK Newsline selects Ernest Amory as our Person of the Year.
Together as a federation in which to stand as one. It's each for the other. We're in this together.
History was made when Queenie G captured the crown at the Sugar Mass 49 Senior Calypso Finals held at Carnival City Warner Park on the 28th December 2020. Gloria Esdale Robinson, with her Calypso stage name Queenie G, was crowned the monarch with her rendition, We Are in This Together. Queenie G competed against 19 other Calypsonians in what was a virtual Calypso show of the 2020-2021 St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival. Taking precaution in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic, the show was held with a limited audience and the majority of persons watched a live virtual performance. She took first place with a score of 384 points. Taking the first runner-up position was her sister Queen Kibby with a close 380 points. In third place was King Craig with 363 points, and in fourth place was Big Lice with 361 points. Gloria Esdale Robinson, Queenie G, made history by being the first person to have captured both the National Carnival Queen Pageant and the National Carnival Senior Calypso titles. Queenie G captured the Miss St. Kitts and Nevis National Queen title in 1996. She is also a former Miss St. Kitts Talented Teen and a former winner of the Haynes Smith Caribbean Teen Talent Pageant. Glenn Barth, SKN Newsline.
Welcome to Jamrock Restaurant, where we have a wide variety of cocktails and liquor, and you can try our Jamrock Summer Splash.
My name is Cheval Reid, Jamrock's sous chef, the home of jerk. Even though we're known to be the authentic Jamaican jerk, our menu is quite extensive. We specialize in many other stuff. We cater for vegetarians, Chinese, Indians. It doesn't matter where you're from, we cater for you.
Don't forget, Saturdays is our soup day. We have Jamaican manish water, chicken soup, alongside conch chowder, cream of pumpkin soup. Christmas.
Tired of cooking on a Sunday? Jamrock is the place to be. We do a buffet every Sunday. 3 meats, which includes rice and peas, macaroni pie, vegetable salad, and a soup, also a drink. Also, karaoke every Sunday right here, 7 p.m. to midnight.
Since the COVID struck, we encourage people to make reservations for dinner because we would like to make sure that we know how many people we're catering for the evening. I want to thank all the people who supported us, all my wonderful customers who supported us throughout this pandemic. We know it hasn't been easy for them, it hasn't been easy for anyone, but we still have our loyal customers who come day in, day out, and we want to say a hearty thank you to them again.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Jamrock Restaurant.
It's the season to be happy. Yes, it's Christmas at Smart Electronics. We're having a massive Christmas sale for the entire month of December. Extra special deals on the 18th and the 19th. We have stuff for the entire family. We have cell phones, laptop computers, washing machines, refrigerators, and much more. Now in stock, air conditioner units. So don't you miss out on our massive Christmas sale for the entire month of December with extra special deals on the 18th and the 19th. For more information, call us at 466-4271. Smart Electronics, way to live a smart life. Terms and conditions apply.
I feel good.
Come to Vibes Beach Bar and Grill at the Frigate Bay Strip, your place for the best selection of local dishes. Join us for lunch. Mahi-mahi, barbecue ribs, fresh caught snapper, salmon, lobster, and our world-famous Vibes wings at economically sound prices. Dinner is served from the deck or the golden sands of the Frigate Bay Beach. Join us for birthdays, business meetings, or just for fun in a family-friendly environment. Open daily from 11 a.m. Vibes Beach Bar and Grill. Great food, hospitality, entertainment, and good vibes. Call 465-8423 for reservations and inquiries.
I feel good.
Skillex Interactive Voice Response System, a new 24-hour automated call-in service. Access it now at 465-2000 to report faults, receive bill balances, and for the first time ever, you can now make bill payments over the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Access it now by calling 465-2000.
The tentacles of the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic has had its impact on small hotel operations on St. Kitts and Nevis. Like in most business operations, owners John and Karen Yearwood have had to find various ways to survive the long absence without guests and the consequent fallout on employees. When businesses were allowed to reopen after the lockdown and after several protocols and safety measures were introduced into the new business environment, the Wally Beach Resort turned to the local market, offering room specials to build its new focus on staycations. SK Newsline spoke with John Yearwood, who talks of the Wally Beach Resort experience following the lockdown.
We've actually been open for several months now, mostly focused on staycation. So a lot of kitchens and actually divisions also have been coming over and staying with us, mostly on the weekends. So we've actually been able to get most of our staff back out of redundancy and actively employed. It's hard times, but we're struggling and trying to make ends meet. Now, the next phase, as the government have called it, phase one, is where the borders are sort of tentatively open on a trial basis, and we'll see how it goes. The phase one is really mainly concentrating on franchise hotels. That's the big hotels. Four Seasons in Nevis would be the only one. Marriott, Park Hyatt, Koi in St. Kitts. Now, Awali Beach has actually not only doing staycations, but for a couple of months now, we've been working closely with the government to provide quarantine services on a section of the hotel. That's where residents want to come home, and basically for 14 days they're under 24-hour guard before they're allowed back into the community and back to their homes. So we've actually been doing that under the supervision of the COVID team and with 24-hour police security on that section of the hotel. So because of that, we're a local hotel that has been included in the Phase 1 hotel. So we're the only small local hotel which has been included in Phase 1 of the opening of the borders.
The Wally Beach Resort is now able to accept regular tourists to Nevis. At the same time, the hotel became popular with residents taking up the staycation offers. With both foreign guests and staycationers on the same property, the two must remain separate to ensure there is no contact. Here's how it works.
We're going to create bubble, if you like, a COVID bubble on part of the property, let's say half of the property. So tourists and quarantine people will be invited into that area there, and they will hopefully be given permission by the COVID team to access the beach and use the facilities there. But at this Phase 1 stage, we will be restricting them from using the restaurant, so that our local guests from St. Kitts can continue to come to the staycation area and safely access the restaurant facility. So tourists coming in the Phase 1 and quarantine people coming into the quarantine bubble will only be able to access our restaurant facilities using takeaway, which is delivered to the outside of the room.
According to Yearwood, the Wally Beach Resort's road to recovery began with the anticipated reopening of the country to visitors from North America, the United Kingdom, and especially to guests coming from right here at home.
We've been actively marketing the hotel, for months. As I mentioned, you probably every time you open your Facebook page on your phone, you'll probably see an ad from Awali Beach, basically aimed at Kittitians for staycation to come on over. We at Awali Beach, we intend to expand that to include advertising to the Caribbean bubble, which, as you know, in the Phase 1, people coming from 8 different islands, which are either COVID-free or very, very little amounts of COVID, will actually be allowed to come in without having to quarantine, as long as they have a PCR negative test 72 hours before they arrive. So we would definitely aim at that market, and we would recommend all the local hotels, even the ones that are not in the Phase 1, to immediately turn their marketing dollars to the neighboring islands. So there's no reason why we can't start accepting guests from Anguilla or Antigua. I doubt whether people will come from further, down south, but those 2 islands are in the Caribbean bubble, and they're quite close. I know there are going to be transport problems with Liat, having financial difficulties, but there are other little airlines which are still operating.
The Caribbean bubble that Yearwood referred to collapsed in its infancy. It is believed that the concept is still applicable and would be reinstated sometime in 2021.
So we're going to have to make sure that anyone, before they come, understands that it's a very restricted vacation. Yes, you can get out of the cold and jump on a plane and lie on the beach, for a week or whatever, but you won't be able to enjoy the normal situation that the island has to offer. So you won't be able to, within the week of your stay, you won't be able to go off to restaurants. You won't be able to go to Sunshines and enjoy a killer bee or go down to the hot springs or that kind of stuff. It's very restricted for short-term tourists. We have to let people know that up front.
While the reopening of the country's borders were inevitable and every precaution was taken to make the process as safe as is practically possible, there remains an underlying concern for Yearwood, citing that concern for leaving the restaurant out of the quarantine access.
The approach we're taking at Awali, we're very nervous. We're very nervous of our staff potentially getting infected. And because of that, what we have been doing with our quarantine rooms is we tell the guests up front before they get here. We say, look, you can come and quarantine at Wali for 14 days in a special quarantine area. But terribly sorry, you will have zero housekeeping during those 14 days. We'll give you a mop and a bucket and a broom and put spare sheets and towels and whatever you need. We'll deliver to the outside of your room. But if you think we're going to risk one of our housekeeping staff coming in to make your bed, forget it. You're on your own for 14 days. So it's through systems like that we're trying our best to keep our staff safe. Because that's the real danger.
For arriving visitors and nationals who need to quarantine, there is some choice, but Yewood suggests that an upgrade might be the way to go.
People can come in and quarantine at the government facilities. The price now for that is $500 US. If they want to come and quarantine at Wali Beach, which is slightly bit more sophisticated, shall we say, than the government quarantine facilities, it's a little bit more expensive, but not much. It's $980 US for the 14 days, and it includes tax, service, everything. So you can either do it on the cheap in the government facilities, or you can upgrade slightly and come to the world-famous Wali Beach Resort, right here on the beach on Nevis.
There is no doubt that over the next several months, regenerating tourism in the country will be challenging, given the global impact of COVID-19. But as a business enterprise in the Federation, Wali Beach Resort will face those challenges one day at a time. Glenn Barrett, SK Newsline. The well-being of citizens is of paramount importance to the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, said opposition leader Dr. Denzel Douglas in his Christmas message to the nation. According to Dr. Douglas, the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic has left many people unemployed and struggling since the closure of many business establishments. He said the party will continue to advocate in the best interests of the people. He noted that there are still challenges ahead as the pandemic continues to have an economic impact on St. Kitts and Nevis, and called on citizens to persevere.
We are painfully aware that many will have to contend with unintended outcomes that will mar your experience in the ensuing years. We will admit that our regrets have been numerous. There has been much consternation regarding what is on the horizon of our existence. For many, there is hardly a glimmer of hope. My admonition is steadfastness and perseverance, two important attributes that kept the wise men and which have relevance for us in our present environment. At this Christmas time, when all around us are losing hope, let us as a people raise our hands and our hearts to pay homage to the one who gave us the gift of life and the daring of hope in the midst of the various manifestations of global terror.
He described the pandemic as a life-changing phenomenon that has impacted family life, business, and institutions of the country. Glenn Barrett, SKN Newsline.
The SK Newsline 2020 Sports Person of the Year is striker for the SL Horses St. Paul's FC, Keith Roy Freeman. Mr. Freeman had a free-flowing season, nabbing the Golden Boot recognition for scoring the most goals in the regular Premier League season. Despite the long break in the season due to the COVID-19 lockdowns, Freeman never missed a beat and returned with a performance that's worthy of an MVP. One of his greatest performances this season was scoring a hat-trick in a match where his team was down 1-0 to Keon FC, leading St. Paul's to victory.
This is now with Freeman, and Freeman with a shot for what a goal! And especially here with Freeman on the ball.
The last goal is one of the best for the season. Fast forward to the playoffs. Not only did Kitty, as he's affectionately called, win most of the Man of the Match awards for the entire playoffs, he nabbed the MVP for the Super 6 tournament and the Man of the Match for the decisive Game 2 of the finals against Rams Village Superstars. By the way, He also walked away with the Premier League title, along with his teammates, where he gave a finals performance that was spectacular, scoring 3 goals in the 2 matches of the final series.
Looking for Kilanji, tries to get away from one player. This one over the head into the crossbar. It's a pause. He scored. The man Kitty, the man Keith Roy Freeman, getting inside of the area and just chipping it. The advancing goalkeeper could not do anything about it. That one went over his head and bubbled into the back of the net. A tremendous goal there by Keith Roy Freeman. It's St. Paul's 1. Ramsville Superstars 0. And Al, what a play. What a play waiting to happen.
What a goal. Freeman again, Al. He's unstoppable. He's unplayable. And you can't defend against this man. He continues to score goals after goals after goals.
Field. Clark gets past one man. Clark, send it forward. Freeman is free. You don't want Freeman free. He gets on the player. He bangs it at goal. He hits it in the back of the net. Freeman, Superman, goal!
Keith Roy Freeman, our 2020 SKN Newsline Sportsperson of the Year. Taste the flavor of succulent barbecue chicken, pork, and ribs. It's Nightlife Barbecue and Grill across the road from Caribbean Cinema in Buckley's. You're sure to taste the best food you ever had. Try their roast breadfruit hot off the grill or swing by during lunchtime for their lunch menu. Oxtail, mutton, stew pork, stew chicken, and more. The nightly session cuisine is the best. Open every day for breakfast and lunch. So when you're hungry and you need somewhere to get some great food, your choice has got to be Nightlife, located across the road from Caribbean Cinemas. Call 664-7439, 667-1596, or 664-5103. Nightlife Barbecue and Grill.
When it comes to prescription and all your healthcare needs, that is the new Paris Pharmacy, located on Westbourne Gut Bastille near Skilek, offering the following services: a full and computerized prescription filling service, drug interaction monitoring, extended opening hours, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. during weekdays, open 6 hours on Sundays, holidays, and available for emergencies, a wide range of medicines at reasonable prices and top quality. We are not the largest, but try the hardest to please you. Paris Pharmacy, always there, taking care. Reach us on Facebook, WhatsApp, or call direct 465-8569, 762-7919, and 763-9142. Paris Pharmacy, that's all that matters.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline Newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go. For the finest in pastries and baked products, your only choice has to be Bryden's Bakery, located on Main Street, New Road, St. Peters. They offer the best in breads, cakes, cheesecakes, cupcakes, cookies, and much more. Visit their cafe and savor breakfast sandwiches, coffee, espresso, and ice cream. Bryden's Bakery also specializes in a variety of healthy breads, cakes, cookies, pies, and pastries for all your special events. Call 667-1505. Opening hours 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sundays for Ice Cream Sundays. Extended opening hours during the Christmas season. Bryden's Bakery, simply the best.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas print, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our #1 priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock, at the Woodswright compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multi-Graphics.
Auto Plus Car Wash, located on the Collins Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Bring your car to Auto Plus Car Wash to remove water stains, wiper marks. Get your doors, roof panel cleaned, seat floor mats, buffing, headlights, and engine wash. You get quality service at the best price at Auto Plus Car Wash. They really care for your car. Call 765-5140 or visit them on the Collins Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Auto Plus Car Wash, where the service is number one.
Abreast with news on St. Martin with SMN News. Visit www.smn-news.com for up-to-date news, scoops, opinions, and hard-hitting facts. SMN News, we tell it like it is. Visit our website www.smn-news.com.